China's new stealth bomber, nowhere near as good as US's, intel official says. The plane China built to rival the United States B-21 Raider stealth bomber doesn't even come close to US capability, a US intel official said. Ever since China declared its intent to develop a long-range bomber in 2016, the Xi'an H-20 stealth bomber has remained veiled in secrecy. A Chinese military official indicated in March that the unveiling of the bomber is imminent, stating that there are no significant hurdles remaining in its development. However, according to a Defense Department intelligence official who spoke anonymously to reporters, the U.S. is not concerned about China's forthcoming bomber. The thing with the Xi'an H-20 bomber is when you actually look at the system design, it's probably nowhere near as good as U.S. low observable platforms, particularly more advanced ones that we have coming down. They've run into a lot of engineering design challenges in terms of how do you actually make that system capability function in a similar way to a B-2 Spirit or B-21 Raider, the official said Monday. The U.S. official further warned that China has been proclaiming for years that this bomber is on the verge of arrival. Even if China unveils the bomber publicly as a display of military strength, it doesn't necessarily mean it actually provides them with the level of capability they require, or in the quantities needed, the official explained. The Pentagon made a big show of publicly unveiling its new stealth bomber in 2022. The Northrop Grumman-built Raider flew for the first time at the end of last year and has formally entered production. The Air Force plans to buy at least 100 of the bombers to replace its B-1 Lancer and B-2 Spirit fleets. This is not the first time a U.S. official has downplayed China's Air Force. The former head of U.S. Air Forces in Pacific said in 2022 that China's J-20 stealth fighter, its most advanced fighter jet, was just okay. The intel official, who spoke to reporters during an unclassified threat briefing, said the J-20 fighter jet is a highly capable system, and the question isn't whether China can deliver advanced systems, but whether the People's Liberation Army has the operational proficiency to use these systems. The official noted that due to the People's Liberation Army's limited experience, in the event of a conflict with China today, the U.S. military would emerge victorious, albeit with large-scale losses. The biggest challenge for the Chinese side is actually not so much capability of actual systems, it's more capability of personnel to effectively employ those systems at speed and at scale. We, as a U.S. military, have a lot of experience fighting wars. And yes, you talk to any operator, and they'll tell you all the problems we have, but quite frankly, we're able to figure out how to execute kill chains. The Chinese don't really have anybody right now at all in the PLA who's actually been in a war, the official said. China's military has confronted internal corruption issues, as evidenced by the recent expulsion of 9 generals from the national legislative body. According to Bloomberg, the scandal involved nuclear missiles filled with water instead of fuel and malfunctioning missile silo lids, suggesting that some of China's military capabilities may not meet their purported standards. Responding to the reports, the official acknowledged, those instances are likely genuine cases of corruption within the PLA, adding that certain missiles were likely filled with water or had malfunctioning door lids, although not necessarily across the entire military force. Nevertheless, the Pentagon is forging ahead with modernization efforts in anticipation of a possible conflict with China, an eventuality that the official stated Xi Jinping almost certainly perceives as inevitable. I don't want to gamble on the assumption that the Chinese won't excel. We won't ascertain their capabilities until they're actively engaged in combat, and I'd rather not be caught off guard realizing they are indeed formidable, the official remarked. Amidst China's two-sessions meeting, People's Liberation Army Air Force Deputy Commander Wang Wei unveiled the imminent launch of China's Xi'an H-20 stealth bomber. It's coming soon, just wait, Wang Wei informed the Chinese state-owned newspaper Hong Kong Commercial Daily during an interview on Monday. The Two Sessions meeting is a gathering of the National People's Congress and the Chinese People's Political Consultative Conference, during which Chinese leadership discussed state matters, budgets, and economic policies for the upcoming 5-year period. The news about the Xi'an H-20 stealth bomber comes after the maiden flight of the Northrop Grumman B-21 Raider from Palmdale, California, on November 10, 2023. The nuclear-capable bomber has since carried out multiple test flights at undisclosed locations, marking a success for the U.S. strategic bomber program. The Xi'an H-20 stealth bomber, enveloped in secrecy since 2016, has sparked global speculation regarding China's capacity to surmount technical hurdles. There is no bottleneck. It can be resolved. Our scientific researchers are highly competent and possess the necessary capabilities, Wang Wei informed the Hong Kong Commercial Daily. The Xi'an H-20 signifies a significant advancement for the Chinese Air Force, poised to bolster its operational prowess. It's inevitable. With each new generation of equipment comes a corresponding enhancement in combat effectiveness, Wang Wei remarked, recognizing the pivotal role of the Xi'an H-20 bomber in augmenting China's aerial warfare capabilities. He further emphasized its role as part of a new generation of aircraft. Referred to as the Storm by analysts, the Xi'an H-20 places China in the ranks of nations possessing stealth strategic bombers, aligning it with the United States. Analysts foresee that the introduction of the Xi'an H-20 could potentially shift the strategic dynamics between the U.S. and China, particularly in the Pacific region. In its capacity as a long-range stealth bomber capable of penetrating U.S. airspace, the Xi'an H-20 bomber underscores China's ongoing efforts to achieve nuclear parity with the United States, Brent M. Eastwood highlighted in the National Interest on December 24, 2023. The strategic significance of the Xi'an H-20 stealth bomber, boasting a reported payload capacity of 45 tons, transcends mere power projection. With an estimated range of around 5,281 miles, extendable through aerial refueling, it poses a potential threat to reach Japan, Guam, the Philippines, and even the west coast of the United States, as per Eastwood's analysis for the National Interest. Such capabilities underscore the Xi'an H-20 bomber potential to reshape the nuclear balance with the United States. When asked about competition with the United States and the prospect of gaining a strategic edge, Wang Wei stated, "We're not in competition with the United States. We're solely focused on safeguarding our own security."